Hi there. I'm going to discuss Persepolis. It was an interesting novel for me to read because I don't believe that it would have had the same impact if it was not written in the graphic novel format. One particular image from a frame on page 40, which was near the end of the Shah's reign, shows people literally pushing back of the Shah while he's dragging his feet. I think that image sends a clear message to the reader in case they didn't pick up on the fact that the Shah was not wanted. There's many critical ways to think about the events going on in the story. There's several strong female characters which represent women as important, courageous members of society. I think that's an important message, especially because women in this area of the world that the story takes place in don't typically have strong roles and they don't have equal rights. So I think that's an important fact. Um, because of its exposure and representations, Persepolis was actually banned in Iran in 2014. I thought that was very interesting. As far as the relevancy to our adolescent readers, this novel exposes the reader to Middle Eastern culture, which is something that students here in the United States may not be familiar with. So it does let them explore cultures different from their own through the eyes and experiences of the characters in the story. The book can be beneficial to students in that it explores relationships between parents and children. Some of the situations in the story lend themselves to the topic of adolescent freedom and independence. For instance, when the characters in the book make decisions, they're not always good ones, and this is something that adolescents can certainly relate to because sometimes they put themselves into dangerous situations by not making, good decisions. So I think it does explore some of those parent-children relationships. The stark differences culturally in this novel really help the reader to understand character depth. Marjane does this by demonstrating graphically the everyday fears, violence, arrest, torture, etc. that she's witness to. So I do believe that this is a valuable book. I'm not sure I would introduce it in my classroom because I do teach special education, and I don't think that my students would grasp the message of the book very well, but I do think it's a valuable piece of literature. And I enjoyed reading it. Some parts were difficult to understand, but I think having it graphically illustrated, I think helped to really tell the story better. So I enjoyed it. Thank you.